And when you talk about people dying on the side of railway tracks, we also have to talk about railways and epidemics. Now, the railways also had a role in spreading deadly epidemics throughout India. Cholera, malaria, and other epidemics would spread rapidly among workers working on the railway lines and among different parts of India. Now, obviously, before the railways as well, these health issues would come up in different areas, but they would stay localized. But now, because of the railways, because people could go from one place to the other quicker, these diseases were not localized anymore. They would spread like wildfire, and especially among the laborers, the Indian laborers that were making the railways. In 1859, a cholera epidemic actually killed 4,000 workers on the same line. And the issue is that obviously there are going to be diseases and they're going to spread, but the workers who were working for the railways were never given any kind of health care. In fact, if you look at the conditions that they were being held in, the living conditions were unhealthy, unsanitary. People were stuffed into small quarters and they were not given any health care. And neither the Indian government nor the British shareholders, nobody cared about the local Indians, because why bother, Now, malaria was actually one of the diseases which was actually quite prevalent because there'd be a lot of waterlogged areas which would form on the embankments of the railways, and the workers working there would be exposed to them, leading to a massive number of deaths. Now, even the British could not deny the hand that the railways had with these epidemics, with the rise of these epidemics. In 1927, a British medical agent studying malaria actually declared the railways to be one of the largest reasons as to why malaria was spreading throughout India. In fact, a phrase was actually coined in that time saying, "A death, a sleeper," meaning that for each sleeper built, one Indian worker died. And as I mentioned the numbers earlier, just for one railway line, massive amount of sleepers were needed throughout this entire project, and a massive amount of deaths to go along with it.